our group continues their travels in the hopes of finding the source of the blight in the southern Vinelands. They have spent their time traveling along one of the main rivers that feeds Lake Solen in the area of Verelion and Seral. Their travels have uncovered some strange things. They have come across some dead creatures along the way. Investigating some of the forests nearby, they came across a shack, rather dilapidated in the woods, sort of on a marshy area, where they discovered a cultist and a werewolf that were apparently trying to summon something that would assist the spread of the blight. After retreating from the area, they determined that Amarin had some pretty strong feelings about something that they saw inside this shack. While the group was resting for the night, a goat seemed to come to investigate what was happening, which turned out to be a stone Kravatiri by the name of Mycelia, a druid that was looking to assist with, the poison that they had suffered. After helping them and assisting with some of the problems that they occurred through the night, they finally managed to set out. I would like you all to please tell me what role you are taking here as you are traveling. Who's in front? Who is sort of in charge of the trail? And that's mainly going to be like a survival check. Who's in charge of keeping a lookout, etc. And, anything else you can think of. If you would like to think of something that you might like to do along this trip, please let me know.
Well, I think we also sort of decided something last time, I remember, but I have no idea what it was, but I can help with the track if need be.
Yeah, I think it was Route 2 and Mycelia at the front.
Okay.
I don't remember where I was at.
Oh, we had come up with the order last time too. Yeah.
Which I don't remember.
I know.
I was probably in the middle.
Yeah, I stayed with Amarin. I know that much.
Yeah.
And I think Belle was too.
Yeah, I'll be towards the back. I think Philo is just waking up and still like figuring out what's happening.
I think I was with you, Koha. I'm pretty sure. I think you were kind of helping me, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Philo didn't remember much of what had happened over the previous night or so. We'll assume that you've caught Philo up as we are beginning to travel along the way here. Okay.
Depending on that, I'd probably be near the front then, like behind Mycelia and Rutu.
Okay. So Rutu and Mycelia towards the front. And you will be making survival checks. Not yet, but you will be making survival checks for this. Is anybody doing anything else, like, aside from just keeping a lookout? Is anybody trying to do anything? Gather herbs? Anything?
It's funny that you say the gather herbs thing, because that's actually something I was about to ask if I could do. Because
Absolutely.
we're kind of... Because question, how much... You might want me to roll for it. How much blight is around where we're at right now? Because I would be avoiding that, obviously.
That'll come into
Flank the
play.
river.
That'll come into play in regards to the difficulty of rolls.
Okay. And then the other question...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, the other question is just going to be, actually, may I also potentially find some form of herbs in the mucky muck?
Potentially. That's potentially something you could do. Okay.
That's it.
So, again, you guys have tools, you have stuff. You might be able to gather things along the way. You could also cast Mage Armor.
Yes, well, definitely did that.
Sure.
Lorelai, that was really loud.
I was curious.
Sorry.
for the herbalism, because I have the herbalism kit, so I should be able to craft antitoxin.
You can,
But I guess
if you're in the
first should
front
get the
helping with Rutu, because you're kind of like you're like in charge of like finding trails and safe ways for you all to travel and potentially keeping an eye on the river, stuff like that.
Okay, so no.
Yeah. So you can absolutely do the herb thing, but you can't really kind of do both in this
No,
case.
yeah, makes sense. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
I'm
just
just
looking
doing
out.
general perception.
Okay.
Same. I think Amrin's anxious beyond comprehension, so they're looking around as much as possible.
Yes,
I would be.
think.
Yeah.
go on.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I would be keeping sort of.
Why does the herbalism kit sound like?
Did it?
That was from me.
Yep.
I love that.
Why does that sound like Doom was just cast in Final Fantasy? Like, what the fuck?
I apologize.
No, that's amazing. I'd be like on the lookout, but I think what I would be doing is is there like less animals as we get closer to the source? Like, am I seeing any tracks or any like
It'll be part of the
semblance
roll.
of things? Yeah.
be part
So
of the
for
roll.
me, it would probably be like a nature perception kind of sitch.
Okay. All right. So I have Rutu and Mycelia in the front, kind of Belwyn and Amarin right behind them. Lorelei, are you just kind of like smack dab in the middle?
Yes, I think I'm in the middle. I'm just keeping an eye out. I think in particular, I'll be looking upward, sort of like in the trees and anything that we pass by.
Okay.
I got things a little more figured out for you when you're ready for me, by the way.
Okay. Let's see. And then we've got Koha and Philo in the back, and potentially looking out for herbs and stuff, or herbalism and nature.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's do some rolls then. So Rutu and Mycelia, the way that we're going to do these rolls, by the way, is we can decide on group checks, which are everybody is going to roll that same skill and will average for a result, or you can pick somebody to take the lead and you can help them, which will just give them advantage. So Rutu and Mycelia on survival checks for basically just trailblazing, just kind of like finding trails and potentially places to rest and water and that kind of thing.
Okay.
I think Mycelia getting advantage would be the best.
Okay,
Yes, I think that's the way to go as well.
absolutely. So let's get a survival check from Mycelia with advantage, please, as Rutu is helping you.
It's good to that
Very
happens.
nice. 25. Not fucking around. Okay.
I know my way. This was.
Okay. And let's see. Belwyn, Amarin, and Lorelei are on perception checks, it sounds like.
I think Enya would be helping as well.
Yeah. So we could either do a group check or we could do a or Lorelei can roll.
Oh, Laura, I can roll
Laura
it.
can do it.
Never
Yes,
mind.
Yeah, did
Fuck
that
it.
little preemptively.
Well, I think I'm good with whatever that was.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
We'll take that.
Okay.
I help.
Okay. And then Koha and Philo. I don't know if you're both doing herbalism, but if you are both doing herbalism, you can again do the same thing. We can have one of you make a check with advantage, or one of you, or do a group check, or we can have you both roll independently for herbalism and nature.
What's the role? Oh, herbalism?
Yeah.
Or
so
is
you,
it nature?
So herbalism, actually, there's a you can roll your herbalism kit.
Are you sure you want me to do that again? Because, okay.
So you can.
What do you think,
so
Koha?
there's an intelligence check, and you can do that if you want to identify plants. And I'll count that basically as determining like any useful herbs in the area and what have you.
So I will let you know right now I am a wise man, but my intelligence is another question. That's how I will word my, without saying numbers, that's how I'll word mine.
Okay, Koha, are you doing herbalism or are you sticking with nature?
I think I would do a nature check. They're
Okay.
the same, but whichever.
Well, they'll give you different results here.
I know,
in
so I'm
this
going to do
case.
nature, I think.
Okay, so 2 independent rolls. So
Okay.
Philo, make that intelligence check. You can just click the button in the chat there.
Okay, and just to let you know, I would be looking for anything that would be on the drug side of the herbs, and
Sure.
also anything that makes anything in the herbalism kit. So the potions, the healer's kit, the small things in there. Like, I tried to find out what you would need to make them, but I couldn't figure it. At least within Foundation. So
You were interested in making what again?
so if there's antitoxin, healer's
yeah.
kit, and potions of healing.
Yeah,
Any
it's
herbs for any
complicated.
of those 3, I figured.
It's complicated. That first time when you looked up that information like a week or 2 ago,
It was
think it
wrong,
was-
I think, wasn't it?
I don't think it was. It
Oh.
takes a while, yeah.
Yeah,
Crafting takes a while in general.
it makes sense.
Why on money?
Okay.
15 for me.
15 from Philo. And Koha, if we can get a nature check.
15?
15. Okay. You guys rolled really well to start things off. That is good. Because the way that I am doing the traveling is you have to hit a certain amount of successes or failures and stuff happens.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
Yep. Okay. So, Mycelia or Rutu, one of you, decide amongst yourselves. Please roll me a d4.
Okay, I'll let Rutu do this. You can do it. No, we
You
share,
sure?
we share.
You're the
Yeah,
guest.
Yeah. No. I believe. This is a teamwork. I can't.
You shouldn't believe.
You're not attacking something. It's fine.
Ow, my heart.
Playing a fighter and not being able to attack things is brutal.
Okay, 1d4.
You got this.
Okay. A 1. Alrighty.
The lowest.
What is good? You're number 1.
This music is nice.
It's gold rolls.
Hack is just so positive.
Coping mechanism.
We really need it.
I would like you all to know that there were 0 failures here.
I don't
So-
think that's ever happened on a table story show.
For the
I'll be
travel
honest.
rolls? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lorelei, Belwyn, and Amarin, and Enya, keeping an eye out for things. I will say that this trip with this group of people has sort of given you an interesting opportunity to go traveling through these southern vine lands. They're beautiful. There are beautiful flowers. There's beautiful vegetation. The vistas are incredible here. There's a reason that most of the nobles and wealthy people in the Cantrazi Empire have some kind of home in this area. It's stunning. What you see today is a corruption of that. As you are traveling with Mycelia and Rutu, planning out a very comfortable route for you all. You are traveling. So here's a question for you all: are you traveling close to the river?
I believe we did determine what we'd be doing was be traveling about 5 feet away from the river. So, like, not to get
Yeah.
splashed by any of the muck, that sort of thing. Kind of like how we did camp, but close enough that we could keep an eye
Like
on
we can see it. Like we can very easily see the river, but we're not
Yeah,
close enough
and-
to be in danger of it.
dash if we really need to move across it or something.
Very well. The route you're taking is very well set by Mycelia and Rutu. Working in tandem, they are keeping things relatively easy, significantly easier than the last day and a half or so of travel that you've been making. And you're also kind of making your way uphill this whole time. It's basically like a slow incline this entire time, going up towards the foothills and whatnot. The view is a combination of stunningly beautiful and a little fucked up. You're seeing some buds on some trees. You're seeing some flowers blossom here and there, or starting to bulb. But there's also a lot of evidence that the scenery around you is being corrupted. You are really noticing now as you're starting to make your way up this incline towards these foothills. You can see that there are kind of a lot less blossoms than you're expecting on trees and such. There's more dead trees as you're progressing here. You'll notice that there are significantly less animals and usable plants and such. Lorelei, I think you will notice, like, you are a good ways away from any town or any city at the moment. And there should be a lot more like wildlife around, and you can see clearly as you are close to the river, there is very little wildlife, and there should be significantly more. So the effect of this blight, of this poison, has really started to take a toll as you've gone further down the river. After traveling for an hour, Philo and Koha. Philo, roll me. D8, please.
Oh, you need to remind me. I'm stupid again. Slash R, right?
Slash, yeah. You can use the up arrow.
Thank you. 2.
Okay. Philo, you recognize that there is some heldweed that is growing near the river that you pick up. It is very tobacco-like in its qualities, and you're able to gather enough for 2 uses, basically. And we'll say that this is the equivalent of rolling like 2 really big cigarettes.
Okay. Are you gonna put that in my inventory? Or do you want me to do something?
You can just put it there. But yeah, you can use it. And typically, this kind of this is a very common herb. Effectively, this is, well, technically it's a weed, but usually they're like dried. So if you harvesting it, you'll have to like dry it appropriately if you want to like smoke it. But typically it is put into pipes and inhaled. It's very similar to a tobacco. Some people use it in teas as well.
Quick question. What did you call it again real quick, if I may ask, and how you spell it?
Held weed. Held. Held.
This is weird. I can only type in the spot. I can't delete in the spot. What the hell?
You can. It's deleting. It's fixing it.
It won't. Anyways, go on.
Yes, and Koha, you're effectively doing a little bit of. Are you hunting, or are you just keeping an eye out for animals and things?
More like tracking, I think. Yeah, that's kind of tough. I feel like looking to see if there's like been prints in the area, like footprints. I think in a similar vein to Lorelei, where I'm just seeing like, is there less animals? Are there less birds? Like, is there anything, unique that stands out in regards to like, hey, there's a really weird boar over there, like kind of situation. Yeah, I'd see if there's any tracks like that we come across, like, or has it just been so washed away?
Absolutely. There are strange occurrences the entire hour of travel here. You will notice probably a larger variety of creatures that have gone to the river to drink water and have been dead along the way. You get the impression the closer you are to this river, the less likely you will find creatures to hunt or useful herbs.
Got it.
It has done a number on the local flora and fauna. But after traveling for an hour, and somebody keeps moving the token for the party, it's amazing. Yeah, if you after traveling for an hour, you will notice that there's various streams that are feeding this river, and it doesn't look like the it does not look like the Tiger. I think you're in the map section, and I think you're moving the token for the party.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think it is.
Dude, it's really weird. I can't use any. I can't type anything in that thing, and it keeps. Sorry.
Do you have your character sheet popped out?
Oh, I have everything popped out. It's just doing something weird where when I type it in, it won't let me type certain letters because whatever it's doing must be doing what it's doing. Yeah,
because I think you're because you're moving the token with the keyboard is what I think is happening.
I was like, just let me type Heldweed, please.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with the way that the sheet is popped out or whatever. But
if you get a second, would you call it Heldweed? I will stop touching things.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
No worries.
The gods are manipulating Philo right now.
Okay.
I'm still concussed, as somebody said earlier.
Yeah. So, as you travel for an hour, you're noticing that there's a lot of streams that are feeding this river. They're coming down from the various foothills and whatnot. I would like a group check, and this will be. I will let you decide as a group: investigation or perception.
I vote perception.
I think perception might be best to all across everyone, even though me and Belwyn probably have good investigation.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Yeah, let's go perception.
Perception is probably the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please make a group perception check then. Anya as well.
So I guess we just do individual and then it takes the... Yeah.
I will take the average.
It's because it hit. That's why I rolled a 2. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, Enya.
Okay. Let's see. We started with Belwyn's roll. Okay. $101. Okay. Interesting. Alrighty. So I think the people that have been on lookout, on perception, you're the first to notice this as this is happening. You'll notice that, again, some of these small streams that are feeding this river, some of them are clean, and it looks like some of them clearly have that sort of mildewy texture that you have associated with the blight. What do you do?
How many seem to be blighted? Like, let's say there's 5 of the little creeks that we kind of catch.
Let's find out. Four.
So most of them are pretty bad.
At least here.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we have any idea where these other creeks and rivers are coming from? Should we keep following the main river or follow these offshoots?
I have the ability to detect poison and disease, and I'm wondering if I could use that to see if I could determine like a concentration of a higher concentration maybe in some areas than not to help narrow it down. Could at least try.
You could always try.
Okay.
I want to be ridiculous once this is done, if that's okay.
I feel like that's your default state, buddy.
Let's go.
Wow.
Koha.
Okay.
That's what we love about you. Okay. Let's see. Location poison.
It's like within 30 feet of me, so I'm wondering if
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
that would help.
So, Koha, you activate this, and this is part of your Bog Elf heritage, is that correct?
It is.
Yeah. So how do you think that is presented to everyone? Like, what do you think that looks like?
I would probably carefully sort of walk a little bit closer.
'Cause technically it's
the-
a spell, but how do we think that this looks for you to cast this?
I would walk a little bit closer to like the stream, like at least where it starts to sort of fork off into multiple directions. And while making sure I'm not stepping in the water, I would sort of reach down a little and sort of hold my hand above the water. And you wouldn't really see too much, I think, unless you were like extremely magically inclined. But there'd be some sort of like rippling, like green mist under, and I think it would sort of slowly float towards a direction where it would probably be higher concentration.
Excellent. So, Koha kind of like breaks off from the group after you all have seen this and begins to look at the different streams using this detect poison and disease. We see her sort of stick her hand into the streams and determine which one seems to be the most infected, I guess. And it's a... You can tell that there is definitely one of them that seems to have the highest concentration of poison or some sort of, or this blight in it. Is that the way that you decide to go?
I would let the group know. I'm able to sort of tell kind of where this seems to be stemming from. Obviously, I can't quite tell for sure, but from my experience with the bogs up north, I think that we could follow this with this creek, and it might take us to where we need to go.
Okay, yeah, then that sounds good to me. Sounds like where we should head to
Perfect.
then.
More direct than we had before.
Yeah.
Rutu trust Koha.
Okay. It's definitely getting stronger, so please be careful with the water.
So, you take a little bit of a leap of faith here and follow with what Koha has suggested for the streams. This is your second leg of your journey. So let's get some more rolls if you're all staying in the same role as a group. This is the second leg of your trip.
Yeah, I would say the same. No?
Lorelai, we need you to bust another nat 20, please.
Remember,
So-
I'm not saying anything. Remember what happened last week with the ones and the.
Maybe a group roll for the second
Yeah.
section. I want to test that luck.
So let's start
Shall
with
I keep-
survival.
Shall I keep doing the survival with advantage?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay, another 20. Very good. All right, next up, our lookouts. How are you
We'll
doing
do a
that?
group roll.
Group, I think.
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, we're gonna
Belwyn,
take the average.
Amarin, Lorelai, and Enya. Okay. Okay. And Philo and Koha, are you staying in your roles that you were talking about before?
I would,
Yes.
yeah, I would do nature almost to sort of slightly continue the detect poison disease a little bit, since it's like a 10-minute window, just to make sure that it's consistent.
Okay. Then let's have you both roll as well. Philo, another int check for your herbalism kit, and Koha, a nature check, please. Okay. Very well. Rutu, please roll me a d4. Okay. This leg of your trip is going to take you 3 hours. Just so you know, if you fail those survival checks, I increase the die on how long it can take for this leg of the journey.
Lovely.
That's what's happening
We're
there.
going uphill.
But the D4 is the lowest one that you have as an option. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Now, the lookouts. So, as this 3 hours continues on, you're all doing pretty well, keeping up with the pace. Rutu and Mycelia have found pretty good routes for you to take here. Decent trails, travel through these foothills, and it can be very, very easy to get very tired very quickly. And you had a very long day yesterday, and honestly the day before as well. It's been a long week. So it's very good that you're kind of like taking your time. You're making the correct choices with the trail. Start to notice some things, Belwyn, Amarin, Lorelai, and Enya. As Enya is circling Amarin, I think you can see a few pretty scary sights. First and foremost, Amarin alerts you that there are a series of skeletons piled up in a few areas along the edge of Enya's search. They are in piles of maybe 3 or 4. And you see, I think, probably at least 3 of them over the last 3 hours. They are nearby some dead trees, but they are clearly piled up.
Are they clearly humanoid?
It does appear so, yes.
And when you say piled, like, is this just a pile of bones? Are the skeletons wired together so they stay together? Are they...
That would require a thorough investigation if you would like to make that.
I would absolutely, like, not sneak off and announce, but I'm gonna go look at... That's
I think I
too
tell
weird.
you. I think I tell you. Enya tells me this. We're
I think
passing
Mycelia
quite a
would
few.
also would like to check it out.
Let me look at that. And I will go and do an investigation roll, I believe is the
Can
word
I
that you
help
would...
him? Or I can cast some...
I'm not going to say no to someone helping me.
You can help him in a few different ways. How would you like to do that?
I will cast guidance on him.
Generally always helpful. Okay.
Well, yes, because it counts for...
Oh, it can't target me, but I can add it.
Yeah, you just...
before after the
sorry,
fact.
I didn't know how to
No
do
worries.
that.
No worries.
Yeah.
But
It's just, it's just because we don't have the tokens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Would I also be able to, as proficient in investigation, like assist by giving
Absolutely.
advantage through guidance?
Absolutely. All right,
Okay.
Belwyn, you got advantage on this investigation, and you got guidance.
Yes. Oh, I can actually add a situational bonus right here.
Yeah, you can add a lot of stuff in that pop-up screen when you roll.
Yeah.
Let me... Oh, it's because I popped out. That would be why. Let's see.
Oh,
To be fair, the fact you rolled a 3 and still got a 12 is actually pretty impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, that's almost the worst I could have done. And still a 12?
So, they actually have they have some really crazy things as they've added in this edition as well. There's some things that make it so you can't get below like a 10 or something on a bunch of different, in a bunch of different ways.
Have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but I think you can take some feats and stuff that do it too. Okay. So, Belwyn, when you go over to investigate this pile of skeletons, they're just kind of, they look like they were just roughly tossed together on the ground. What do you do? How do you investigate?
Yeah, so again, and I'm visually trying to think, like, you toss a skeleton. If it's an actual full skeleton, it would then be a pile of bones.
Yeah.
Because nothing holding it together. So I think from the way you described it, my first thought is, how the hell are these staying together? Are they wired?
They're not wired. They're not like held together. I'm just saying that so you can tell that it's like a full skeleton.
Okay, thank you. That does change the visual for me. So yeah, I would be looking at like, how many humanoids are there here? How big are they? Was it like they were kind of laid out and they've rotted over time, and now that's like, you know, like a sky burial, or is this we just had we had bones that we cleaned off and we tossed them into this pile, looking for any potential like ritualistic symbols similar to like what we've been seeing. That's kind of what I'd be looking into mostly.
Yeah, as you begin to investigate, how close do you get?
I think with that roll, I'm probably gonna have to get closer than just a cursory glance to really kind of look into it more. So maybe not touching the bones immediately because of, well, if there's any weird symbols or ritualistic things, touching them would probably be a bad idea.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of walking
Tell
around.
me,
Maybe,
how far?
yeah. I mean, I know your tone, but I'm going to keep playing. I will do the correct. I will not use that knowledge with tone, and I will say probably a foot away.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm not going to touch them, though. That one I have the foresight of. I don't want to be touching random piles of skeleton bones.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Oh, then I should touch them. Okay. No.
So, as you get close to these bones, you notice, first and foremost, they're mostly intact. They still have some like rotting meat on some of them. There's a lot of maggots around. And you can see that there's definitely something off about them. First and foremost, aside from the fact that they are clearly humanoid, of varying sizes, you can see that the bones appear to have strange markings on them. They don't sort of like glow or anything along those lines, but you can tell that something has marked these bones in a very strange way. It doesn't appear to be any sort of pattern. It doesn't appear to be any sort of writing or spell work that you can tell. But the bones are marred. They have been, like, something has marked them, like they are scoured and scraped. Few of them look clearly broken.
But not spell work.
No.
Okay. Do I see any like drag marks or anything around here?
So it did rain over the last few days. But you can see that there are no drag marks around here. The tree that they are near is also a little off-putting. This tree is clearly dead. It has a strange appearance. You know, like when fungus or mushrooms take over a tree and it looks rotting, and it looks like with a strong gust of wind it could just get blown over. This is almost sort of a dry variation of that. The tree almost looks petrified to you. What are the rest of you doing while Belwyn is investigating?
Yeah, this is not
tree?
taking.
I'm
more
just
than a minute.
curious, like, I am still, because, like, you know, I was helping him, but I am very curious as well. Like, do I notice anything, like, that I recognize specifically related to the blight that I've seen in my area before?
I will take...
Or is this a new occurrence that I've never seen?
Let's find out. Let's have you make a... So I'll take two different kinds of checks from you. You
Okay.
decide, and I will tell you different information based on what you ask, based on what you roll. History or
Yeah.
nature?
I would say nature would feel more.
Okay.
Like,
16. Okay. I'm going to say that you haven't seen anything like this before. At least in regards to the blight.
Yeah.
You've probably seen petrified trees before, but where this is located makes almost no sense.
odd. I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's not just a blight or something else, but it makes no sense. It shouldn't be here.
You mentioned petrified tree. Do the bones have any similarity to that?
In what regard?
Like, if for instance, like, you know, this is a fresh bone that has, you know, like some, as you said, like rotted meat on it, that sort of thing, or is it a bone that's sat out in the sun and dried? Has it become calcified or more petrified based on age or other circumstance?
Hard to tell from your investigation. It's rained, so it's like they're all kind of piled up. It's difficult to really say. I'm gonna say that you're unsure for now.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not going to likely be fruitful, since we've already discovered that the bones didn't really have any runic markings that were magical or what have you, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll wave a hand and my ring will light up and I'll cast Detect Magic in the area. I have a daily use of it, so I'll do that. And I'll start looking around to see if anything sort of gives any sort of indication of magic.
Sure. You do not detect anything.
As I thought, I'm not really picking up anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very odd.
I would walk over. I'd walk over to where they are and to look at the bones.
Okay.
Would I be able to tell if these markings are made by an animal?
You can absolutely give me a nature check, or survival I'll take in this case. Whichever.
New nature. 14.
It's possible, but the way that the bones are kind of like scoured and marked, if it was an animal, something you've never run into before. It's very weird.
Does it seem maybe like 'cause it's too intentional versus the markings?
I think that animals, you know, eating things leave telltale signs. You'll run into like a very common sort of occurrence where they'll clean a bone and, you know, maybe they'll leave some meat on here and there, but, you know, bugs and whatnot or larvae will, you know, decompose a body. It takes a little while for that to happen. And there's not like a ton of flies and stuff around. There's about what you might expect.
Okay.
But like some of the bones are just kind of like crushed and they're all kind of like piled up here, you know, like in the same kind of an area. You might see that like in a creature's, you know, nest or lair or something along those lines. But this is just kind of like in a weird spot. Like the creature really wouldn't make this its lair.
Yeah.
For all intents and
How many-
purposes, it's kind of like out in the open. You know, there's a few trees around, but this isn't like a well, you know, defended area or like a hidden area for a creature.
Got it.
How many piles were there around? Like, it was like a few, no? Like, not
You
just
saw-
this
so-
one, but
so
like
not-
multiple
yeah.
throughout your journey.
Enya was able to spot like 3, maybe in a pretty large area, not in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, so like very spread out. Yeah.
May I do a couple things?
Absolutely. What would you like to do? You had mentioned something that you might want to do that was ridiculous before?
I did. That's gone. Now I want to do something else ridiculous. The first thing I want to do is ask, when they went to these bones, did we kind of all go over here? Because I want to make sure I was sure on that.
I was assuming that you and Koha were spreading out a little bit and sort of looking around for stuff. And Koha noticed that people were venturing over. To
Yeah, and then I went over.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I had that right. So when they were all looking at everything, I would have been kind of listening to the conversation, just kind of paying attention and looking around. And I don't know if you'll let me roll this. You might want me to roll something else, but I think I'd actually like to roll like a perception check in the sense of I'm looking for something potentially to stick out, but also specifically the tree that you mentioned and them noticing that and then me noticing it. I really want to look at all the other trees around, and
You want to investigate the other trees in here.
I suppose you could say that because I really want to see, like, my player has a thought process right now in his head about this tree, but I feel like I need more information to solidify it.
Okay. Yeah, you can investigate the trees. So that will be, I'll take either an investigation or a nature check to do that.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, you'll basically be going around the area and looking at trees. That'll take you a little while to do, but you can absolutely do it.
13.
13. Okay. So we'll assume you're doing that while they're doing this.
Yep.
Okay. Also, Philo, no herbs, unfortunately. Nothing really usable along the way. Yeah. Okay.
Is something wrong? I mean, these bones are odd, but I can't say they're too surprising, right?
They're surprising the way they're laid out. This was done with some sort of intent, but I can't figure out what. Weird.
Would Root 2 be able to discern anything from the patterns in terms of like intent for display? Like, because sometimes rival situations would put up things as like a warning, not necessarily like a head on a pike, but things that meant something, like other tribes warning that this area is a no-go zone by laying like by some sort of hidden meaning to the layout.
Right. You can absolutely make a check for me. I would say that might be like an insight check.
I'll take it.
Rutu, I think you get the impression that it just looks like they just kind of were dumped here. Like, it doesn't really look like this is a warning. Like, judging from the area, like, this isn't like a smart... If there was a warning, like, this isn't like a smart place to put it. You know, like, it just doesn't really make any sense. It just looks like a bunch of skeletons were dumped here.
Rutu cannot perceive pattern. Bones just left.
When we were walking, like, it followed us, or did they also see, like, because it was Emran who was checking, did you see more out of the path, or did they seem to follow the river or the streams?
They did not seem to follow the river or the streams.
Okay, so it even seems to be like it wasn't on the path and we kept seeing them while we were walking, basically. It was like away from it.
Enya was doing like a big circle, you know, just kind of around you as you were traveling, and they were just kind of in strange places around.
I wonder how they got here and where they came from. It's almost as if they were dropped from the sky.
Bodies look pretty decomposed, so perhaps dug up? Already dead?
But where, dug up
How do you
from
mean
where?
dug up?
And why just ran drop?
Why would
No,
anyone
it doesn't
do
make
this?
sense.
I don't think so.
I don't know how much sense we're going to make of it just sitting here looking at bones.
Yeah.
But
Not anymore,
I think we
but
should keep going. Just be more aware and keep an eye out.
keep an eye up. The idea dropped does worry me.
Rutu notice Elwyn not touch bone.
It's not usually good practice. If there's something... Lorelai said there's nothing magical, so I'm less worried about that, but...
If
Could be a
all
trap.
okay, Rutu could take one to compare if see more.
I'll see if there's a pattern if we run into another. Yeah. Just be ready. And I just pull out my mace before he can grab a bone.
Yeah. Rutu,
And then
you pick up.
yeah, so like an easy one to grab towards like the top of a pile. The other ones won't fall and make like a Mines of Moria situation.
Sure. There's just like a there's just a rib bone that you grab.
Yeah, definitely one with markings on it.
Yeah, Rutu. This is really weird. Like, when you look at this this thing, it's got like, if an animal chews on a bone or something, they generally like kind of crush it. They, there's like teeth marks, that you might see on it. You don't see that here. It looks like, I don't know. Give me like a medicine check, maybe. Okay, with a 12, I'm gonna say that you're not exactly able to tell how the meat was removed from these bones, but I will say that you are almost certain that, in accordance with what Koha has observed, you don't think an animal was chewing on these bones. Something removed the meat from this person in some different way. And it wasn't like it was carved from this person either.
If no animal remove meat to eat, then unique way to remove meat.
It wasn't like cut off like for cooking.
No sharp edges. Some tendons still attached.
Like pulled off?
Or something else.
Well, that's disgusting, but I don't
Worrisome.
think investigating the bones anymore is really going to do much for us, as Amryn had said previously, yes? So?
Yeah,
I agree.
we should probably
I
keep
say we
going.
continue. Yes?
Yeah.
And Rutu will stick that like bone in a pouch.
Sure. By now, Philo, you've returned after checking out the trees. What you have determined with your 13 is that the nearby trees are mostly fine. However, you did find something that was a little off. There are some strange growths on some of the trees nearby. Sort of almost like fungal-like growth on some of the trees.
Okay. Question. How far away from that main tree that we had in our perception that you described quite well?
With the dead tree with the maybe 50 feet? Something like that?
I would like to get closer to that tree, and because I want to be cautious, I would like to be very cautious making my way to that tree, but I want to get close to that tree. But I want to also look at the group and say, hey, y'all!
Yeah.
I have a gut hunch and I don't like it, but I can't quantify it yet. You know, when you have a situation, you can't quite figure it out, so you have to test something. Do you want me to just tell you?
Yes, what is it?
Yes, please.
What is it?
Please don't go touching things first.
I think that tree... I think that is the totem we're looking for.
How far are we from the tree?
I don't know. How close did you get?
I was just walking around detecting magic, so I
would assume 10, 15 feet.
Okay, looking at it, does it look like the tree from the estate?
Definitely not.
Really? So those growths are different. They're not like the pustules or anything.
It's like an actual fungus, not.
You're talking about
Okay.
two different things. So
Yeah.
Philo went around and just kind of looked at the various trees in the area. Belwyn is near this one tree where all these bodies are dumped. Skeletons, I should say.
Right.
And that tree is kind of very close to like petrified.
Right.
The other trees in the area seem relatively normal. Are you going to look at the trees that Philo pointed at?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
I am definitely pointing it to the dilapidated one, by the way.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we're clear.
Okay. I would like either an investigation check or a nature check from you, please, Lorelei.
I'm so great at both. I'll do investigation. A 13.
Yeah. It's not quite the same, Lorelei, but it does look similar. These growths that are on the trees are a little bit different. They have a little bit of bioluminescence to them, and they are more of a like yellow greenish color. But there are a few of them, and they're very small on some of these trees. But they look similar. It's not the same. The pustules that you saw on the tree that was massive.
Right.
These are little tiny ones. Maybe the size of a quarter.
I don't know if this is the particular one. Or maybe it's just not amassed power or some such. I don't know, but this looks sort of similar to what we saw on the estate,
What?
everyone.
What are you saying? What is
It
this?
looks sort of similar.
What?
Get over here!
No, I think I'm going to go to the tree.
Wait!
I think we all should, but I'm worried about the area between
What? Yes,
us and the tree.
I'm looking at the tree next to you. We're together. What are you yelling at me for? We're
Wait.
both looking at the tree. I walked over to you. I'm saying really loudly next to him.
How tall are you?
Average height?
I just turn and you're right there. I'm like, ah!
Yes.
Well, I thought, but what are they doing over there still?
Looking at the bones!
There's bones?
Yes, there's I mean, yes, there's bones!
Well, screw the bones. We found a tree, or Philo found a tree that's similar to the one that was on the property. It just doesn't
Emran's gonna
look
jog over.
as bad.
I didn't really, I don't think I found it. I think I just noticed it with everybody else. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Take the credit. Take the credit. Come on.
I'm making sure that Mycelia and Kohana left alone.
Yeah, but
Like,
the thing
if
is also
the
like I
party's
was
splitting.
looking at the tree already because that's the tree that I was looking at that looked different, no? So I guess I already noticed the tree, so I would be already maybe closer. Because I don't know, like, what is the difference, the distance between
This isn't a forest. There's just scattered trees here and there.
Yeah, okay.
It's mostly kind of foothills and grasslands near a river. So there's some bushes and shrubs and whatnot. So if we assume that the skeletons and this sort of petrified tree are the center of the area that you're looking at, there's a few trees, maybe 4 or 5, that are just kind of within, 20, 30 meters of this petrified tree. And Philo's been kind of investigating those. And you can see that Philo and Lorelei are at one of those.
But he wants to touch the petrified tree or get closer to the petrified tree, no?
I don't know. Is that what you're trying to do, Philo?
I am so what I would say is I'm waiting for the group because my question to you next would be, what is in between where we are going to be standing and that tree? Is it like muck? Is it just grassland?
It's mostly just kind
rocks?
of, yeah, it's just kind of grass. There's a few rocks and stuff around.
Because I have the picture in my head for how you're describing it. But
You're in kind of like a foothill area. It's not like lowlands where you were before.
I would express this then to the group then too. I'd probably say something along the lines of, well, I don't know if it's just my PTSD, but last time I just kind of charged into something like this, I fell into a trap. So, if that is a totem, there's likely to be something around it, but also, if we're wrong, then we just end up destroying a tree trunk, tree... whatever that is. But what about the bones, though, that you found? You said you had markings on them?
Yeah, that's what we saw. Everything's just so peculiar between the petrified tree and this lighted tree that's a bit different, Lorelei, than what you guys had seen before.
Yes.
Case, look at it. Everything is different here.
I move over. Mycelia, I don't mean to, I guess, be presumptuous, but do you know what kind of mushrooms these are? Have you seen them before?
Can I investigate?
So I am gonna say, so I'm gonna say we're gonna keep your other nature check that you did, the 16.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you definitely have seen this type of growth before, and when you were looking to find more sources of the blight, you saw this happen before. You've seen this on a few trees.
But just so I understand, different tree than the petrified tree.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I'm, by the way, looking down now because the last time we dealt with a tree like this, there were all sorts of, roots coming for us and trying to kill my little brother. So,
Let me have a look. And I walk over to check out the tree. It does look familiar more to what I've seen. This is what caused more of the blight in my area specifically. I still don't know. You guys talked about totems, but what are these totems exactly?
It was basically, from what we've seen, what we've gathered information from what the werewolf told us. It looks almost like they turn a large old tree into what spreads the blight. So then these might be.
These are the same ones. I mean, it would make sense. I've seen them a lot.
Right, they centralize. This seems more like what is spread from it. They might be if vessels or a way to spread the blight faster, but this is not the totem, though it is similar.
So you've taken down one of the totems before?
We've taken one down, yes, and it stopped the spread.
And it was different from this one?
It was similar but more advanced. Like, this looks like what may have been a result of it, but not the actual totem itself.
What happened if set on fire?
I have no idea. It could be very bad. Could do nothing.
Well, we don't
draw attention.
Set everything on fire. Well, I think we're going to draw attention destroying any kind of totem. Let me repeat what I said a couple of minutes ago. So I think no matter how we look at it, and I don't like to say this, but that poor dilapidated tree isn't going to last much longer anyways. And let's be honest, maybe even Rutu, maybe even just hacking at it like a normal tree will tell us the difference, but I worry of the risk of that, correct? Because what if he hits it, has spells, Boom.
Or it spreads blight worse. Sometimes contagions like that in nature can. Well, I mean, we saw.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
I don't know if destroying it's a good idea.
Especially with spores.
Thinking on the situation at the estate. When we destroyed the pustules, when we destroyed everything related to that particular tree's infection, that blight, did it have over any bit of, like the amount of time that we've been to and from, did it have any sort of effect? Was like, because I think what right now we're dealing with is confusion over whether or not those trees are the totem, or if there's an actual like concrete item or some such. So thinking on it, did that have any effect on the surrounding area?
Yeah.
It did.
So, the tree that you saw that was kind of corrupted appeared to have these large pustules on it, and the pustules seem to be like expelling some strange vine creatures. What is left here doesn't look anything like that. Now, could that mean that it just needs more time for nature to do what nature does? It's possible. But I think based on all of the rolls that everybody's made, there's a lot of uncertainty.
Right.
You're just not sure.
Perhaps we should look elsewhere. Maybe this is just a sign and we'll find
Agreed.
more of these trees.
Yeah.
It looks in its infancy anyway, in comparison to what we've seen previously.
Okay. So either
But-
way, we know where it is. Can we mark it on the map or something so we remember to track it?
Does someone
That
have
at least
cartography and a map? Any cartographer's tools and a map?
Not yet. I'm sure
But
I'll
I
get
would
another
say
tool
if
set soon.
if anyone has, I think it would be a good idea to mark down where we found this in case we have to come back and take this out.
Yeah, I can get some
Might be
basic
early
things
now,
written down, but I'm not skilled in any way in this case.
May I ask a question quick, Whack?
Sure.
This is a silly question, but it's just a part of my D&D brain thinking deeply. So in this world, say for example, you have a good and evil, or say for example, you have a spell that could affect that thought process. So like, you have ice and fire. Is this blight or anything like this in this world something where if I were to try to cure it, it would actually damage it?
Oh, like the sort of Final Fantasy-like effect? Like if you,
Something
if you
like
cast
that, yeah.
Cure on an
Positive
undead,
energy.
is it going to hurt it?
Yeah.
It's a random thought process, but it's I'm thinking of a lot of things right now because actually, and I need to be honest, my character right now is not giving up on this situation quite yet.
So the short answer is no.
Yep. I figured.
Yeah, I mean, everything has its own sort of, resistances, weaknesses, and vulnerabilities, and etc.
All right, I have a thought process and I don't like it, and none of you will either.
What do you recommend?
None of you have to do it. I will do it. I am
What?
going to go over to that tree. I'm going to inspect it before I touch it. And then if I don't notice anything too bizarre, I would ask for a weird thing. And I look at Rutu. May I? Oh, wait. And then I look back down at Koha. May I borrow your axe?
Just to.
I know.
I don't know if you lift
Well, I'm
it.
not sure you do know what
What
I'm
was
about
Bell
to
going to say?
say.
Oh, I know. Say
Pustules
it.
and the totem originally were highly caustic and acidic and could cause
Yes.
severe harm.
Yes.
We've
Hitting it
dealt
with
with
an
it
axe
before.
isn't wise.
But
I honestly,
if this is the totem,
It's
we're
not.
going
It's
to have
not
to do
the totem.
something to take. You
It's
don't know
not.
that.
There's multiples.
that.
I don't.
I think, in my honest opinion, we are mistaking the symptom for the cause.
I agree.
But if it puts your mind at rest, I think we can just fire at the pustules from a distance. We did that in the estate, and dealt with that problem. So we can do the same here and be out of harm's way.
What if Ruth you threw a trident at it? Do you think you could hit that?
I have a crossbow. I can just.
Wait. What would hitting it do?
I can cast a fireball for one if necessary.
But wait. What would hitting it do? And also, I want to think about the fire thing. What about the fire? What if it blows?
I've shot them before with
Everything.
fire.
We didn't
Nothing
have that happen. It
Yes.
didn't
Oh,
explode.
That's a
Yes.
beautiful thing to know. But also, what if there is... my brain can't let go of how different this looks. And if we're wrong, then we're doing nothing but hitting a dead tree or harming a dead tree. But what also, somebody said something about, what if the totem is hidden inside of
Wait,
it?
from
I don't
what-
know what it is.
From what the werewolf said, no. If you recall the conversation, they said it was like large trees and on its own. Like this does not fit the description we've been given nor seen.
But do you think the wolf was telling the truth?
Yes, they were a mercenary. They had no reason. They didn't care.
They were charmed.
And that.
I don't.
I
feel
understand your
comfortable just
desire to
hitting it.
figure it out. I don't think we're using our time wisely.
No, I understand. I just think that if none of you want to do it, I'm going to go hit it or something. I'm going to do something.
If
I
I see it walk
understand
to
you
the
wanna
tree, I'm
hit
gonna
it.
back off.
I understand you want to hit it. I again suggest
want
I
to
can just
hit it.
fire my crossbow at it from a
Let's
distance.
just do that.
Again,
Yes.
we dealt with
Go
that
ahead.
that way in the estate, and I think if we're going to do anything similar, we should do the same here. Just want to save that.
think-
We're going to.
But what if it just plink, hits the tree and sticks into the tree and that's it?
I can fire at the pustules. That's what we did at that estate, and it dealt
So
with
the
pustules.
pustules are not on the petrified tree.
I'm not talking
Pustules,
about petrified.
yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the little mushrooms.
Yeah.
So, again, what though if you shoot it and the arrow just sticks into the tree? What are you trying to do?
That's your answer then. Because
I'm
if you hit
trying
it
to
with an
take
axe,
out
to do the same thing.
pustules.
Well, no. You have to think deeper than this, in my opinion. And this is not just me overthinking, I promise you. But it seems as though we're dealing with another god, right? And the god's not a fool. He, them, whatever it is going to have a higher level of thought than any of us. So just about anything we could think of, it could think of, right? And think, we're in the middle of here. We all recognize this tree. There's these weird bones that were just dropped off close to it. And I'm looking up and around. And again, if it's nothing, then we don't harm anything. And it seems like we're all very concerned, which says maybe all of you think the same in some sense. Am I wrong?
I'm not
God.
concerned with
All
harming
of
the
you-
tree.
We've
I'm
just dealt with a very similar tree
Yes, yes,
before,
yes.
and we have experience with the pustules that are in its infancy on this tree here. Not that one back there, this one here. Shooting it is just going to produce, from our experimentation previously, a corrosive liquid. That's it. That's all it will do. No matter what you throw at it, no matter what you shoot at it, no matter what you slice it with. Yes?
What if something is inside of it? What if it is hidden in the hollowness of the tree? This
pustules are
tree
too
that
tiny to be
has
hiding
much more
anything.
treeness than we're realizing.
But didn't you say when you've previously encountered these totems, were you able to notice the magic? Can you feel this
Yes.
Yes.
now? And you do not feel it now, then I don't think we should waste our time in this tree.
Correct.
And we've been taking
Lorelei
a
did
lot of time
search
here.
for that.
Well, it
Viola,
seems
if
as
you
though
th-
none
if
of
it
you
would
are
make
very
you
worried.
Viola, if you want to hack at the tree,
I don't.
we'll be ready.
Well then, give me an axe.
Rutu, stay close by and pull you out if things get sticky.
Or we can just shoot a fireball at it if any of you can, but I just think that we have to do something. Because, again, if we're wrong, then I don't think anything bad will come out of it. I don't plan to go over there and hit a pustule.
I think at this point, Lorelei just shoots a sorcerer's burst at one of the pustules.
Sure.
We've been talking way too long. Yeah.
Make an attack roll.
Yeah. Absolutely. It will be flames as well.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit.
As you blast one of the pustules, this viscous yellow-green liquid starts to ooze out. And as it does so, you begin to see thick green vines begin to emerge from where this liquid touches the tree. Almost looks like green tentacles, and you can visibly see the tree begin to wither a little bit.
Rutu pulls Philo away from.
Oh,
Is this
yeah, I'm not
similar to
close
what
anything
happened
yet.
when we shot the previous one?
No.
No, wait.
So,
This is different. You're not wrong, I don't think. I don't know if it's the totem, but... You saw that, right? Belle?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's blighted, it's corrupted. I wonder if this, as it progresses, they eventually burst and spread this blight.
wondering
So-
if I would have gotten grabbed.
Burn tree down?
No, I think that will just cause this to spread. I think we need to deal with the source.
So, just to be clear, when you guys saw this tree burn there, this is not the same or is the same?
Not the same. The
And
vines
when the
look
one-
similar to the creatures that were affected by it, but this
But
is a
when you
different
destroyed
reaction.
the one at your home, everything...
It stopped the magic from coming and moving forward. Correct. I think this is a symptom. I think that was the most accurate statement.
I'm afraid that if we hurt this tree more, it will accelerate in the area,
I agree.
especially with these mushrooms.
I would agree too. I yell from a distance. Side
I would-
backed off.
I would just say genuinely that don't let this be a misrepresentation of me or of the situation. The gods are incredibly smart, and they would do anything. So when we're looking around still, it's okay if I'm wrong, but we need to keep our eyes open for anything that looks off in any way. So if any of you see anything at all like that, please just express yourselves right away, because what if we shot it and something different happened? It's not so much a question of me being wrong, it's the what if in this serious of a situation, and thank you for all wanting to protect me.
How much time in total has passed, by the way? And since this whole we've
Half
been
an hour.
here, can I like check if we see or if I know, because obviously we just attacked this tree, if I notice any change in the surroundings, if there's anything surrounding us or noise change, anything?
Yeah, make a perception. Well, actually, hold on. Do not make a perception check in this case. Well, no, you're actively searching, so go ahead, make a perception check. $18. You haven't noticed anything, like anything seemingly reacting to this situation. You can tell. I will say that around the tree, it looks significantly drier.
Now that this has been shot,
Mm-hmm.
as you mentioned, withering, yeah, so it drains some of the life force.
Well, at least I don't think anything noticed us, but this tree is drying up. I think we should move, and I think we should do it fast.
I agree. Last little observation, though. You said it dried up. That other tree we saw is like completely, totally different, yes?
It's
Or did it-
petrified.
From what it looks like from these two, they
Yeah.
look a lot different.
They look a lot different.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So it's not like a petrification kind of dry up is what I'm kind of asking, like if there's a similarity
Very well
between
could
the two.
be.
Different stages.
Don't know how a petrified tree looks like in reality, so I'm just.
Yeah, you didn't really do anything to the petrified tree. So.
Yeah. We would have to investigate that further, but this could be different stages of what happens.
Yes. Like if it spread from that tree to this one because that one died out or something.
But you killed the other tree, so like, would that not have?
No tree's been
like,
killed. They fired a firebolt at the a sorcerer's burst at the pustule.
I thought it was the totem.
Oh, I noticed that right away and was going to say something about it earlier. You didn't even shoot the tree, though. You shot the pustule, by the way. I want to point that out. I'm just realizing
that was what stopped things last time.
No, but the tree, though. The tree. It's not the pustule we're looking at. It's this tree that's different. Shoot the tree.
Why am I going to damage a tree when we're trying to cure a blight?
Do you think a man like me would want to hurt a tree on purpose? Honest question.
So, I'm just trying to think right now, when we shot the pustules at the estate, back way then, when we shot those pustules, yes, were there signs of it drying up as well? No.
Not anywhere close to as immediate of a reaction.
Interesting, okay.
For all intents and purposes, this could be a different type of light, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Connected, but reactively different. Rutu. Do you have a sword I could borrow?
Yes. What need for?
Unless you want to. I understand Philo has questions, but I do think if we feel that a crossbow arrow cannot maybe strike the tree bark, maybe we sort of chip at it. Just a little. Not too close. And just see if it also expels that yellowish green.
Rutu have axe on long stick as well.
The further away we are, the better. You don't mind. Just to keep our mind at ease. If we cut it, does it begin to petrify and wither away? Just
Or
like
if
the area
Rutu
Lorelei
can take
shot.
small chunk off tree and set on fire in small controlled
possibly,
circle.
May I interrupt?
we could take
by
that.
chance?
Yes, Philo.
Weren't we just talking about how I should not go over and chop the tree down, and now both of you are going to walk over there and chop the tree down?
Rutu
No, we-
proficient with long
No, I
stick
just
with
want
axe.
to backtrack this real quick.
I can
said
happily
something-
shoot it again. I just wanted
I
to.
didn't
I didn't
shoot
follow
it.
the train of thought as to why we were shooting it.
Right.
I'll do
Not
so.
upset. I just don't understand. Why would you protect yourself? You protect me, which is so
I
sweet,
shoot
but
the
why would
fucking
you-
tree. I'm so over it.
Bad idea.
But why wouldn't you protect yourself?
Elwin's slowly just walking away to continue.
That's a natural 20 for a 26.
Just to be clear, you're shooting the one that had the pustules on it?
Yes.
No,
Not
didn't
the pustules,
specify.
shooting the tree that has the pustules.
The tree.
No, that
withered
versus the
You didn't
petrified.
specify. So
Yep.
of course he's gonna
Tree.
shoot the one we've been talking about.
the withered tree. It's the
Yes, that is the one in the. That is the one in the same. The withered tree is the tree that has the pustules, not the petrified tree. Petrified tree is nowhere near us. We
Yes.
left that tree. That has the bones. This
That's
is the
been
tree
tree
you
I've been
wanted to
talking
hit.
about the whole time. I've been talking about the petrified tree the whole time.
We're not at the
yeah, no, we
petrified
weren't
tree.
at it.
Pustules.
Well, of course
You've been
we're not
mentioning
gonna
the
assume
pustules. There are no pustules on the petrified tree. There never have been.
Yeah, there haven't been. But if we rewind all the way back to the very beginning of this, that was the tree that I went to, was the petrified tree.
That's
I
the
said
tree
the
I
one
was
that
at.
looked. They said the one that looked completely different compared to everything else, so forth, so on.
There are two. Well,
I'm shooting the
there were
one we've been
multiple
talking about this
petrified trees.
entire
That's
time
okay.
right in
It would
front of
make
us.
sense.
Yes.
I love that there's been in-game and out-of-game miscommunication here.
I
So
do
much.
too.
So,
I love it.
so the firebolt that you shoot at this tree You shoot with a lot of emotion behind it, Lorelei, and the expected reaction sort of happens. You see a few of the pustules that are growing on it sort of do the same thing, and more of that liquid comes out, and you see the tree wither further and further and further until it looks a little similar to the petrified tree. And those green vines have kind of erupted from that liquid.
What did we learn?
That's just a different stage.
So they're the same tree.
The same type of condition. Just
One
at
that
different
has withered
stages.
farther and longer.
These vines, are they like a lot? Like, do the others have vines or what?
You haven't seen any.
I'm just longingly staring through everybody at the tree that I was originally talking about, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just.
So, why do these other trees, if they're supposedly becoming this attacked, could these people or whatever they were could have attacked them or something else? And why don't they have these vines?
Are all of these the types of trees that Lorelei just hit with the fireball in like a circular pattern around this petrified tree?
They're kind of scattered, but roughly yes.
So it looks like this petrified tree could have been the root for these other trees getting infected in different stages.
Very possible.
Can I make a roll to determine the truth of that?
I think that will require some pretty heavy investigation.
How about athletics?
How about I just fire another firebolt at something?
I go back to the petrified tree really quickly that has the bodies. Does it look like these bodies may have been at one time or another attached to this tree and fell down from it? The way the bones are kind of scattered and laid?
Make an investigation check.
Because now I'm suspicious on a different thing. A 21.
Belwyn? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
followed you over, by the way.
I think
I'm
I
gonna
might have
back away.
understood what happened in a form.
What?
I'm gonna go over to
These
Belwyn.
bodies were attached to the tree and drained of their life force like this tree was.
Possibly vines then.
Why would
Yes.
they be hanging on the tree?
Ritualistic sacrifice, any sort of that. I don't think this was the totem, but I think this may have been maybe an amplifier. I don't know. But it looks like these bodies used to be attached. Everything was removed from them, and then they fell.
Did you say there were markings on the bone?
Markings from, say, vines tearing flesh off of them, yes.
Okay, I thought maybe you meant there was like an inscription or writing.
No, no.
My apologies.
Literally withering the bodies
Vine-
away.
But the bones are not, or the vines are not moving, right? They're just
They
there now?
they lashed out, sapped, and then withered, I believe.
So the vines haven't withered.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can see like when the tree, starts to lose most of its water, the tree has overall kind of withered, and the vines have kind of stopped growing.
But the vines came out, aka grew, when it was dead.
Yep.
It died.
My concern here is that I don't want to end up like these bodies.
No climbing of the trees.
I don't think we should get close to the vines, and I don't think we should hurt the trees anymore to aggravate them. I think we should be very careful that it's not looking for some sort of other energy source or a way to spread.
If
we need to
burn whole tree down, no longer look for energy source.
There are too many trees. Some of and pointing out the like plus one. I'm sure there are more than this. I don't.
I think
we'd
we-
have to burn down the whole.
Yes.
Cool thing about fire, it spread.
Yeah, we don't want that because
I don't
then
want to do that. This is their homeland.
We're trying to stop the blight, not
mycelius.
remove all nature.
Hmm.
I think we need to move on, but I think we've learned things at least. I
Yes,
kind of
and we've
give
learned
Philo
we're
a pat
close.
on the side, like.
Oh, I'm fine. I
No, I was
just worried that we're going to look over it. That's
no,
all.
you
It's out
helped
of
us
love and
figure
care.
things out. It took a while,
It's
but
not out
we got
of-
there.
And I look at Lorelei. It's not out of trying to be difficult.
It
I
was.
have
We would
like
have
a
called
puppy
you out.
dog face going, like a big puppy dog face, like the worst old man puppy dog face you can
Of course,
imagine.
of course. I just get so impatient. I'm so young and spry, and you're so
Oh, I know
Maybe
you're
Well-
impatient, and that's all right. I can handle the impatience. I
thoughtful
was
and.
not worried about that. By any means. I've learned to love that about you.
Okay, let's move on. I think we need to move on.
Yes.
I
Just to
already
be
started
clear,
looking for a
no
new
fire.
path.
Not burning down the forest.
No.
Or the cops or the foothills. None of it.
I would like
Okay.
to search for like a continued path. So basically, I would take up the role I had before,
Sure.
and
Sure. Yeah, we can assume that you begin to continue following this stream. Very well. And
because
as you-
did we still follow the one stream that you felt strongly about,
I think so.
That would be the
That's a
intent.
consensus.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know how much we.
I mean, unless-
distracted.
Unless we noticed like a pattern of
We're seeing more
blight spreading
trees.
in a different pattern, if that makes any sense. Like if the blight's going a different direction than the water, then I would think maybe we would want to investigate that instead.
I think as we're situating ourselves back towards the stream, it would be good to see if there's a higher concentration of maybe these petrified trees, and if it's aligned with the creek that we assumed had the strongest source.
Excellent. All right, let's get another set of rolls, please. Let's do survival checks to start things off. Mycelia, if you want to roll with advantage on that.
Woo!
Okay.
23.
3. All right. Let's get perception checks from our lookouts. Okay, and we need a potentially a herbalism and nature check, unless Koha and Philo are doing something different.
I would be doing something different at this point in time. Yeah.
Okay, what are you
I'd
doing?
be wanting to do some form of perception check to be keeping my eyes out for something that looks off.
Okay, so you can roll a perception check with the perception check group.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I shouldn't have drank so much coffee. This
No
is my
worries, bud.
apologies.
No worries. Right, and Koha, are you doing anything different? Are you still?
I would do a nature check on the same vein of just keeping like almost like perception tangential, but like focusing on the tree and like the stream and like the blight.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Alrighty. Please roll a d4 for me, Rutu. Okay, 3 more hours pass as you are continuing along the stream. Our lookouts. You haven't really seen too much that has been helpful in this case. You haven't seen any skeletons. You haven't really seen more of those trees that you've been looking out for. You are getting higher in elevation at this point. Philo and Belwyn, however, as you continue uphill, I'm going to say that you see something strange. As you are moving along, Philo and Belwyn both notice that there are tripped traps. You can see that there are similar sort of like bear-like traps in the area. And they've all been tripped. There's a lot of blood around them. And from what you can see, there was like a lot of disturbed earth around them. So Tiger, your mic is doing that again.
Oh, I had it turned off until just now. What's up?
Oh, the noise gate.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but
oh, weird.
It's popping in and out.
Oh, it's still popping in and out right now as I speak to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And what about now?
Yes, but in a bad way.
Now it's just continuous. Now
We
it's
can't
good.
hear you at all.
Now it's good.
There we go.
Okay. This thing is very weird. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do. I lean down next to one of the traps. Now, when you say the ground is disturbed around them, do you mean like someone took a walking stick and like dug around the trap? Do you mean like someone stepped in it and dragged it around with them? Right? $19.
Okay. It looks like somebody tripped the trap and lost their damn mind, or a creature lost their damn mind when this trap went off and disturbed the dirt and everything all around the trap.
Got it. So it was like flailing, struggling, like almost like that, like a prey
Definitely
animal was
did
getting
not
caught.
expect this trap.
Okay, all right. You said there were multiple trip traps?
Oh yeah.
Do they all have this similar kind of reaction, or just like the first one?
You found 3, and they've all been tripped, and I would say they all are similar. And at one of them, you can clearly tell that there are boot prints around this trap, and it looks like it takes you a minute to figure out what this is, Belwyn, but you do. It looks like somebody was clawing at the ground trying to escape.
Like they fell down and were trying to claw away from it, or more like dig around the trap itself?
Maybe they got themselves out of the trap and were trying to just drag themselves away from it.
Okay, but like in front, one way or the other, kind of like pulling themselves away, whether they're the reasoning. And I kind of pulled a hand up to try to guide. Someone definitely hit these traps and panicked and tried to get away. Also, because of all the rain, if this is set off now, this is not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Must be in the last day or two, Belwyn.
Yeah. Like maybe a day, maybe 2 at most, but these traps weren't expected.
I think that makes sense.
It could have been
closer to the totem, right?
Yeah, and it could have been a traveler, someone else not expecting this, I think is the biggest. No, we need to keep an eye out for traps. If these are here, there's probably more. They were panicked though.
And it's a completely mundane trap, yes? Not magical in nature,
Correct.
brother?
From what I can tell.
Okay.
We should be extra cautious then.
Yes.
Agreed. Yes.
Very well. You continue on.
Yes, though I'm kind of roughly trying to see now, since those boot prints are there, potentially seeing if they're going in the same direction, or if they kind of panic and scatter off somewhere else.
Doesn't look like it's where you came from or where you're going.
Well, we were the ones that were investigating the traps at the other ones, no?
I'm sorry?
Like, we saw some. I saw. I think it was me.
Oh, you were investigating my traps beforehand.
Yeah. But, like, could it be, like, the similar type who's stuck, like, that got. Because someone was stuck in those traps, and there were tracks. Can I check if it would be weird, but maybe, like, there's a link somehow?
I don't think that there is really.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
The other tracks went the exact opposite direction away from our previous camp, whereas this is going in this way. So they'd be literally like the other directions entirely.
Pretty far from where you are right now as well. Okay. So, you continue on.
Eyes and ears open.
As you continue on, you come across some small, sort of like rocky hills. And you start to hear some voices. This is going to be Philo and Belwyn that notice this.
Any word back yet? Nothing. I would love to hear back from them. When was the last time we got a message? I don't know. I think it was sometime yesterday. That's not helpful. If one of the alarms is sprung, then that means we might have to clear this entire area out. We can't be discovered. Well, what should we do? Try and reach them on the sending stone again. Very well. If we don't hear back, we're moving out within 2 hours.
And then keeping voice very, very low after trying to like get people to stop moving. It's there. It's them. They know that something happened at the other location. They're gonna burn everything down or take care of it. We gotta take care of them now.
Are you able to see how many are there?
No idea. Just heard.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna have Enya fly up and overhead, and I'll look through Enya's eyes to see if I can get a count.
Okay. Just have Enya flying out up in the sky. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look through Enya's eyes.
Sure.
How many do you see?
Let's have a perception check from Enya.
Perception.
Okay.
22.
Fair enough. You send Enya out. There is very few trees in the area. They're just kind of scattered about here and there. A lot of rocks, a lot of small cliffs and things like that. As you've increased in elevation, you're seeing more boulders. You're seeing more shadowed areas by various small hills and some of the mountains in the region. It's about 1 p.m. or so. So the sun is pretty much directly overhead at this point, giving you the smallest shadows. With a 22, however, Enya does notice something a little bit off in the shadows of one of the nearby hills. It's sort of rocky. There is like a small valley between two of these hills where this stream seems to lead. And Enya gets a peek at some of those strange vines that were growing. And it's really hard to see. But Enya just barely made the check. A tent. Somewhat big. Sort of similar color to the land around it. Nestled between some of these vines. They can see some people walking around wearing similar vestments that you saw.
Do I have a number of those people walking around? Okay.
And are they grouped?
They look like they're doing kind of like a patrol of the area. I'll tell you what. How long do you want to keep Enya looking?
Damn it. I think would you consider this environment a hilly environment or like
Yes.
mountainous?
Hilly,
Okay.
hilly, starting to turn into mountains.
Okay. I'll keep Enya out for a bit. Having these type of hours out in the hills isn't too weird, so yeah. Oh no, but they're also animals are dying here, so there aren't very many around. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll keep them out a bit until I can get a good a fairly concrete number.
Sure. Okay. All right. Enya is going to have a look around. I need another perception check, please.
Okay. I'm on Enya. Not as good. 12.
Okay. You see at least 3.
Okay.
Maybe some of them are wearing like different attire, just kind of look like regular people.
Okay. I think as I'm looking through Enya's
A
eyes,
bunch of those green vines, though. Saw a bunch.
I think as I'm looking through Enya's eyes, I'll relay this to the group as quietly as I can. I see about 3 people. There's probably more, but that's all I can gauge right now. There are a lot of vines. And a tent looks pretty large, might be their main tent where they put their, where they rest
Okay.
or put their equipment.
First question. Do you see any grouped up? Any perhaps in at least like a group of 3 together or 2 together?
Seem to be patrolling around from what you can tell.
Right?
Patrolling as a group or separated?
They're just sort of separate.
Separate. None as a group, they're separated.
Right. A second, I mean... What are we going to do? Are we going to wait until they leave? Are we going to attack them now?
Attack them now.
Base. Doubt they're leaving.
They said they're gonna leave in 2 hours, one way or the other. So we need to take action. And then they said they're gonna destroy evidence, everything. Yeah, otherwise, know who they. What if they have anything to do with this?
Philo, darling, we can't hear you. Your throat.
Oh, I just was speaking very softly, but I'll just speak like this, but it's also supposed to be came across as softly.
So soft.
Yes, very soft. What about, though, if this is not even anybody we're looking for? Sorry, I was trying to speak very quietly.
You are totally
think
definitely
this is-
speaking very quietly. We understand.
This is
So very
definitely
quiet.
the one we're looking for. They're wearing the same vestments as the cults,
There.
as we saw.
And what we heard, they were doing sending zones, and they talked about an alarm being tripped, and they haven't heard anything back. These are the same people. This is the same group.
All right.
I'm gonna have Enya, I think, fully fly over and away from the camp as if it was just an owl going on their route.
Okay.
Okay. How do you want to do this then?
We could try to distract them and lure them somewhere else, perhaps with an illusion. Brother?
I can do that.
I can as well. We can make a very loud effect if we both do something. Perhaps some sort of creature, I don't know, 30 feet that way?
By the way, they seem to be nestled. You saw the tent on the north side of the stream. The stream goes in between the two sort of, large hills or small mountains. They're a bit rocky. And yeah, they seem to be on the tent seems to be on the northern side, but they're patrolling around like both sides.
I
Right.
think
You
once
said you saw
Enya has
veins, right?
I'm sorry?
You saw veins? Similar to
Vines.
the ones...
Vine.
Vines, sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
Similar to the ones that were at the other tree, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar to a number of the vines we've dealt with.
Thinking if we get them close enough together, I could trap them in vines so it doesn't look so conspicuous.
I think they're using the vines to their favor. Some of them have been animated and helping them. I don't know if that would work.
Brother, your traps. Would you be able to lay one down and perhaps I could make a sound with my illusions?
I could put traps down, yes.
Do we have anybody else who could prepare anything such as that?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Alright, so then let's pick a location. Belle, try to set up traps as quickly as possible. I'll stand enough away to make a distraction, and then we'll go from there, yes?
The patrol route. What was it, Emran?
I will, as best as I can, describe the patrol route I saw of those 3 people. Like, probably draw it out on the ground where the tent was and where the 3 people kind of walking about.
So I would be trying to put something in that path, but behind wherever they would have gone, so there can be another loop kind of thing. Because I don't want to put it in front of them on potential of getting seen.
Okay.
Following Amaranth's instructions. And then, yes, what I would do, because I can, via my wonderful tinkering magic, is I just kind of start shuffling through one of my bags and pull out 3 hunting traps.
And I think once Enya has flown over the camp and away, I will summon them by my side again.
And I-
So we catch one in trap and kill others?
We're going to do all we can to jump them all at once that we can do.
ambush
But
so
how
that
are
we're
we
not
so
caught off
sure
guard.
that there's 3?
3
There could be
patrolling,
more. Yeah.
likely
They're
more.
over there at the tent. It'll at least be a little time if we separate them, right?
That's the hope.
Should split group to 2 to sandwich to catch stragglers?
Yes,
Yes.
I
but
could
let me
walk,
set these up ahead.
like I could create maybe a wall of vines or any like spiked.
Well, let's be
block
careful
off
of
the others
magic.
from coming.
Let's
They
be
may
careful of
detect
magic
magic.
because we can make noise. If we're casting spells, that would make noise. You could have something prepared and ready to go if they arrive or some such, right?
Okay.
So, I also, depending, did you see Cameron, were they all grouped up?
You're kind in and out, Tiger. No,
Were they all
weren't.
grouped up together?
No, they weren't. They were separated. At least the ones I saw.
All right. If they all group up together, I can put all of them in a bubble where nobody will be able to hear them. One worry is they will yell for help.
Oh, but you could do that potentially after the trap gets triggered. Be ready for that.
Yeah, prepare it. Yeah.
There's no yelling. Yes, good. Okay. I move ahead as stealthily as possible and set these traps. If they're like, let's say they're patrolling counterclockwise around this camp, I'm gonna try to wait to roughly when they should have been passed by a bit.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna need a stealth check from everybody.
Yep.
From everyone, even though if we're staying put.
Oh yeah.
I am the stealthiest.
Oh boy.
At least I don't have a disadvantage for it anymore.
I'm going to use lucky to get advantage here.
Okay.
No one is rolling great. This is terrible.
Philo is the quietest, and they are covered in armor and shields.
Well, here's the thing.
And then there's Lorelei.
Here's the thing, Philo. I'm pretty sure you've got disadvantage on this, because you've got heavy armor. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, if it's heavy armor, definitely disadvantage.
Heavy armor is disadvantage on stealth
medium
checks.
as well, normally, unless you have special bullshit.
Depends on what medium. Depends
Yeah.
on which one you have.
Yes, true. Mine is normal.
Okay.
So she should roll disadvantage? Or?
No, you're fine. You're fine, Mycelia. Rutu and Philo have heavy armor though, and so does Belwyn, I think.
I do, but I have medium, but my special bullshit
Your
means I
special
do not
bullshit.
get disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a 6
Alrighty.
anyways, so.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
So, as you're setting up and you're kind of like spread out, what side of the river are you on, north or south?
I believe it was the north side originally.
You said the camp was north side, right?
Yeah, the camp.
The tent's
the
north.
tent was on the northern side.
is north.
So
And then those patrolling, were they southward? Like
They-
far away from the
there's-
tent?
from what Amarin said, it seemed like they were patrolling on either side.
Oh, okay.
I would say we would be trying to pick them off towards the south when they make their patrol this way.
Yeah.
I visually had that
Sounds good.
misunderstood.
Okay. Very well. Good luck.
They roll a 1.
You rolled badly. I don't think
Definitely, that's that smirk. That smirk means they got a 1. They walked
Definitely
into a
did
tree.
not get a 1.
No.
They got a
they got a nat 20.
Nope. I just need to check real quick.
The sound of the river is so loud, you guys.
So loud.
So loud.
Oh yeah, that's the sound of a loud river. I've heard that before.
Yeah, that totally gives us advantage roll.
Or at least them disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Belwyn, what side of the river are you putting traps on?
If the note was the south side where we would have been, then that's where I would have been putting them.
Okay. As Belwyn goes to place these traps, all the rest of you are on the southern side?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm
Doing my
30
best
feet
to hide, I
away,
guess.
Okay.
waiting for Belwyn essentially to get out of the way, and then I have an illusion I'm going to cast that's going to be a sound.
Okay. Very well. You hear a pretty loud whistle. And then you hear some commotion in the distance.
Are the traps set at this point?
How long does it take you to set them, Belwyn?
It's just an action. Like
Okay, yeah.
setting them is so 6
Okay.
seconds per. I have
Have
3
you
of them.
have you gotten out of the way?
It depends on how long that this is all taking place, because I would set them and then get out of the way as quick as I
A few
can.
minutes.
I mean, it'd be 30 seconds to put them down
All right.
effectively.
As soon as he would be out of the way, I would be casting Minor Illusion near the traps. And I would be making the sound of the voice of the cultist that we dealt with, or not the cultist, the werewolf that we dealt with, saying, "Oi, boys, over here!"
Okay.
That's a DC 13 if they study.
Sure.
I did DC investigation, yeah.
Okay. Lorelei. You do not notice as one of the nearby bushes begins to move and strike at you. I'm gonna bring you all over here, and we're
bushes.
going to go ahead and roll some initiative. Sorry.
We always rolled so
That's all right.
badly.
We tried. It was a cool plan, at least. That's how it goes.
I mean, Anya's gone. Anya disappeared. I think Lorelei rolled great though as well, but they must have rolled
organize
really
yourselves
good.
in that location roughly, where you think you are in relation to the group.
Does it make sense? I have half a circle visible.
Yeah, sorry.
always,
I gotta fix something real
Okay.
quick. Sorry, my bad.
No,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah,
My
I see
bad.
blackness, not a bunch of squiggly black
I think I'm
lines
probably
with
staying where I am.
circles. Like I closed my eyes. like the
I
blinds.
close
Yo.
my eyes.
Is it just me or is Tiger so quiet right now?
Yeah, Tiger's quiet.
I'm quiet.
Everyone's
again.
also glowing purple.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Did this work? Did this work?
You should let me know if I'm still quiet.
You are not.
You're
That's
good.
better.
There you go.
You could now.
Hey, I can see.
Okay.
All right, let's bring you over here.
Oh, I can't see anything. I'm gonna refresh.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's because I
I
forgot
have
to
a
put your token on.
Yeah, I don't see your token there. Yeah.
Guys,
My
I got
bad.
Probably
away.
decide where those traps were. I
Ho
guess.
ran away.
Yeah, determine like where the traps are. I assume you set them off the map, but you tell me roughly what makes
It would be
sense.
30 feet because it would have to be with the illusion. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on where you want to put them off the map behind us. Because they're coming. Whoever's attacking us is attacking us from the bushes. So, you know, I'm basically gonna say wherever Whack puts me is where I am at least.
Yeah, that would be helpful to actually know.
So
I'd
wherever
be
would be
thinking-
advantageous for someone to attack Lorelei right now is probably where you should put me.
And I'll leave it to you, Wack, in the sense of where the patrol path would have been, because that's what I was going to put them upon. So if
Yeah.
the patrol path is off the map behind us, then those traps are just not on this battle map, and that's totally fine.
I imagine they're fairly close to where you were off of the map. Probably
Okay,
like
all right. So then I'm not gonna worry about putting them on the ground because there's no need. Okay, that makes things easier. Thank you.
okay. It's time to get some initiative rolls. Let's add you all to the encounter tracker. This should be interesting. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
Yep.
Are we dead? No, it's,
Okay.
Oh, 1.1.
Wow, solid.
Put you over here, I guess.
Better now than later, right?
True, true.
Oh boy. It's gonna go fine. It's gonna go great. There's nothing.
I've got 18
Just a
HP,
rem-
guys.
Just a reminder, I can switch with someone.
Oh.
Yeah, you rolled
Like-
good.
Yeah, so if anybody needs or wants to switch, you just need to let me know.
And let you know now.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I think it might be good for Philo to be there.
I think it might be good for someone else other than Fhaelin to be there, because Fhaelin's a healer. I think we should need a damage dealer up front.
Or
Yeah,
tank.
it might be.
All right,
Yeah, it
I
might be
mean-
good for Rutu or Koha to be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I did prepare, but I don't know if that counts because I was gonna cast this spell if things would reveal themselves. But it's
No,
different if
because
it's
you
a
got
bush.
jumped. You guys got
Yeah.
jumped.
Yes.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, Lorelei, you notice a little too late that there is some kind of some sort of twig-like creature, and it will claw at you with its twig-like claws to start things off. And then we'll go into regular initiative. That's a 17
Oh,
to
that
hit.
hits. Yeah, that hits.
Glad you put mage armor on though.
Yeah. I could have used lucky, but I think it's too early to do it.
For a whopping 3 damage. Yeah, and then you can start to hear the others that are a little further away start to yell, "No!" And you realize that you are being ambushed. Okay. There is one behind some large rocks that will fire a heavy crossbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see who at. This is going to be at Rutu. That's a natural 20.
Gross.
Okay.
I disagree.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a lot of damage too.
Yeah, Rutu, you see Lorelei kind of like yell in pain, and then a crossbow bolt whizzes right at you, and you don't realize in time, and you're hit for 18 piercing damage.
Now, so I imagine that this hits Rutu like in the spot in his chainmail by his neck, like right underneath his clavicle, grazing his like vocal cords, and blood just kind of spurts out, and he's
Horrific. A brutal hit on Rutu to start things off. Okay. Yep. We're gonna go to the next creature. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. What is the range on this? Nope, that's the wrong thing. I don't want that. I want the ruler. Okay. I can't do much. Okay. How far is this cast? Nope. Not doing that. All right. This one is going to hold an action. Philo, it's your turn. You just saw a crossbow bolt blast into Rutu, and a splurt of blood just launched upwards from where he was hit. And
My turn's pretty easy. Sorry, go though. I'm sorry.
And Lorelei also took a small hit.
Mm-hmm. I instantly, after seeing that happen to Rutu, I like go up and like jump up where he got hit and stick my hand over the wound and apply pressure, and I cast Cure Wounds on him.
You
And
have
I'm
to-
actually...
So you have to
what was
get within melee of him to do that. It's a touch spell.
Oh, yes, I'm moving over there, correct.
Yeah.
But I'm also just making sure I'm going through everything first too. And I'm actually going to do this at 1 second. I need to look at something. Just level 1. Is he still selected?
Okay, Rutu, you are healed for 8. I will apply that.
Thank you.
Okay.
That is my turn. Actually, no, that is my turn.
Okay.
Thank you, Philo.
Let's see. They will ready in action. Belwyn, your turn.
Good, ready to action. Okay. Debating on 2 different things, and I think I will do then is
Just to describe the scene for everybody,
Please.
by the way, you see now that that you've kind of made your way around the edge of this hill near the stream that is right by you, you can see the tent that Amarin was speaking of. Green vines sort of growing all around this area, and the area is shadowed by the hills nearby. Sort of small valley where the stream moves through. You can see very large pustules growing around in several locations, and lots of boulders, and it appears like the fauna has some strange colors around it. And several people that seem to not like you very much.
That's probably fine. Okay. Well, I am going to target that crossbow person that just did an absurd amount of damage to Rutu.
Okay.
Specifically with an ability that has also not been seen yet, because I cycle through all the things because I want to try them all out. A small gem which is on my armor. My armor looks like sleeker than it was before, like when I've been sneaking around recently, like the last couple of days. And a small little yellow gem seems to glow on my wrist as I fire lightning at that, not cultist, but tough. So I think that misses with an 11.
An 11 just barely misses, yes.
That is adding everything correctly. Yes, okay. Okay. I will then move a little more front and center, and that will be my turn.
Very well. Okay. Amarin, it's your turn.
Amarin will pull out their crossbow, and as a bonus action, will immediately invoke their flames. And then, I think as an action, immediately... Let me put this in my favorites, actually, because I do this fairly often. They will take an action to elemental focus and gain a channel point immediately from the get-go.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
What does that
As you
look
see,
like?
I think as Amarin reaches to the side to pull out their crossbow, you see the kind of runes and tattoos etched into their stone skin glow a hot red. And I think everyone within like maybe 5 to 10 feet of him feel the temperature increase by several degrees as these embers start to come off of his body. And even I think even the dried grass around him start to alight a little bit as I reach into the inner flame.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Lorelei.
Oh, what a lovely position I'm in. I'm just going to go ahead and firstly, well, if I try to cast anything here, I'm very distracted, so it's not going to go very well. So I am going to take this as an opportunity to try to at least start to protect myself. I will wave a hand over myself, and the ring will light up, and I will cast Blade Ward upon myself, applying a penalty each time a creature tries to attack me. And with my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and take a deep breath, and I will channel my innate sorcery. So at the very minimum, I am getting myself ready for whatever is to come, and that will be my turn.
Very well. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, the next tough is going to fire. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think just the ones in front. Maybe Enya. Let's see.
No!
Leave Enya alone.
Okay. Belwyn takes aim at you.
Okie doke.
Let's hope I don't get a crit and roll almost maximum damage on you now.
That would be ideal. For me.
Boy.
Why is this not opening? Please open. Thank you. Another heavy crossbow bolt headed your way. A 19 to hit.
That is a hit, but not a crit. I'll take it.
For 5 damage. This one hits your armor, Belwyn, and you feel the impact thud against you, and it doesn't feel too great.
No.
You're hit for 5 piercing damage.
That's fine.
The next tough, this one partially hidden behind some rocks, is gonna peek out, and this time we'll aim at Enya.
Enya? Evil.
Doing what they would do. Okay. That is a miss with an 8.
Good job, Enya.
Enya dives out of the way, and I just hoots angrily at this time.
Angry hoots intensify.
Okay, the twig blight next to Lorelei has to deal with your bullshit.
A minus 1d4.
Wow, a full 4. Let's see what they get.
Nice. Come on.
Because you never know, they could get. Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh,
A
it's a nat
19
20.
hit.
Damn. Still hits. It's wild.
Ooh. Okay.
Wait, you put a... Oh, no, never mind. That +4 was from something else. Yeah, okay.
I just rolled directly from your blade ward. Yeah. 19 hit is a hit, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's it.
For another 4 damage headed your way, Lorelei. Okay. Through 2.
Concentration check for me for Blade Ward.
Oh yeah.
But let me double check my innate sorcery. I don't think this is a sorcery spell, so attack rolls. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a normal.
By 1.
I am gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that to keep my concentration on the Blade Ward. I think it's worth it.
I think it's worth it, yeah.
Okay, 19.
Better. That's better. Yep.
On my
Keeping
screen,
that
it
going.
almost went on a 5. I was like, don't do this again.
Okay.
Is that everybody?
It is your turn, Rutu. Yes.
Okay, so he will.
You see this little stick creature, just kind of clawing away at Lorelei, and she's casting spells, and you can see like stuff like activate in the air, like poof, 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 and the creature just kind of like claws right through her defenses.
Well, I just got stabbed in the neck with an arrow, so sorry, Lorelei. Sorry, Lorelei. You got other people that are closer, okay?
You're useless!
Rutu responds. "Ah!" Blood spurts out of his mouth and drizzles down his chin from the residue of the arrow. And he will dash towards the one that shot him. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 30, 50. 50. Okay, so what he's going to do now is use his bonus action to second wind and regain some hit points.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Second wind.
Nice.
Okay, 8.
What does your second wind look like as you, steel yourself?
So it's kind of the application of the mental fortitude of knowing what is about to come and steeling yourself for such events. So as he's like charging down, he's got his shield in his hand, he's pulled out his trident, and he's kind of bounding towards this enemy. And as he engages it physically with his shield up and trident behind him, he lowers his shield to make direct eye contact with this individual and spits blood out of his mouth at this person.
Okay.
Made mistake, now pay.
We'll see who's made a mistake. Looks like you made a mistake coming here. You're ready to die, aren't you?
No, looks like you made a mistake hitting Rutu in neck with arrow. It is you who is about to die.
Bleeding everywhere. Like you're just bleeding. You got an arrow like right there.
Got him!
Yeah. Covered in blood, you say this. Yeah. Look at you like really confused. It's a when is Gamora moment. And let's see. Is that it for your turn, Rutu?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Koa.
I see to the left that Lorelei's been sort of grasped by this this like twig tree kind of creature, and I see Rutu and everything that went down there, and I just and like sort of like a steam sort of like mist off of me, and I'm going to rage.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Into
that's
my
so cool.
It's so fucking sick.
Tell us what that looks like.
Yeah. You start to see sort of the steam sort of come off of her shoulders, and I'm just similar to before, my claws start to sort of elongate, and my arms and everything seems to just get a little bit longer. And my eyes begin to glow much more of like a golden yellow. Might just have like this like not quite a full like wolf snout, but like a sort of like in between humanoid as I like bare my teeth.
We just need to be really specific for like fan art or whatever.
Things that I'm gonna work on.
Saying, like Murgle's fan fiction later.
Yeah.
Ooh. And seeing this happen and Rutu darting forward, I'm going to aim and try and get Lorelei out of this mess. And I'm going to sort of at that point, let's see. I did my rage action, form of the beast. I'm gonna move up to this creature.
Yeah, rage is a bonus action.
And I will reckless attack on my first attack. And I will just start clawing at this twig blight.
Okay, make sure to target it.
Yep. I believe it's targeted, correct? Yes. And this would be with advantage, correct? Because it is reckless on the first one.
Yes, absolutely. That is a hit with a 21. Give us some damage.
Yeah, I just start slashing at it. And while this is happening, I then come around and start swinging at it with my other claw to do the second attack.
Very nice. Also with advantage. No, I'm sorry. Reckless is only...
I think it's on your first attack,
First
but I don't know
attack,
if that
yeah.
starts getting...
Yeah, it's just a regular one.
Yeah, okay. So then I would take that regular, which would be...
So
you want me to
6
re-roll that?
plus 4 is a 10.
Yeah, it was the first
That
roll
is a
was a
miss.
6.
Okay.
That is a miss.
But that would be my turn as I'm just sort of swiping away, sort of to, like, get Lorelei out of, like, this vine creature sort of surrounding her.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely, like, strike at this creature, and you know it just kind of makes like little clicking sounds, like you can hear its branches kind of clicking against each other as it recoils in pain.
I want to clarify. I think that was with advantage. Reckless attack. When you make your first attack roll, you decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on attack rolls using strength
right.
or the dexterity.
And
right?
damage.
So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
That makes
so-
sense
So then
because
it
that's the
would
way
have
it
been to
used to be.
22.
yeah.
I just didn't know if they changed it for like
No, I thought
2024.
so too. So I'm glad I reread that. Yeah,
With all
so
the
that one would be a 22 for the
Insane
second.
Okay.
bullshit that they gave you guys in 2024.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Hell
so that was
yeah.
actually hit with a 22. Then give us some damage.
Amazing.
Thank you, Belwyn.
course.
Koha, how do you kill it?
Ooh, I just shred it apart, but I'm very carefully trying not to hit Lorelei. But I just shred it and I kind of like stamp it down into the ground and sort of like rake it into the ground.
Okay, absolutely.
I
Very
look at
nice.
Koha. I'm scared aroused.
I wink at Lorelei.
Amaran's like, yeah.
I can't compete with that. I got it.
Okay, Enya's turn.
Enya, I think seeing who was it that shot at Enya again? I think Enya has a
One by
vendetta,
Rutu.
which-
Oh no,
One by Rutu.
this
Oh, the one
I think it was
south.
I
Yeah.
think it was
Oh,
this
okay,
one.
perfect. I think Amarin yells at Enya to sweep up the one targeting Rutu, but Enya has their own plan. She just got shot by one of the tugs. She's gonna fly down towards that one down here and claw and swipe at their face and give the help action before flying off again. Oop, I went right underneath them, so I can't even thank you.
Right.
Before flying back here. And that'll be their turn.
Okay. Mycelia,
So long.
with a whopping 1 on your initiative.
Yeah. I want to move just like a little bit closer, but not too crazy far. And then I'm going to symbiotic entity. Instead of using my wild shape, I will channel basically the mushrooms around on my body start glowing, and it will basically infuse me with this power and gives me 4 temporarily hit points. And then also when I will be closer, I can deal more damage with my Halo Spores. And with my melee attacks, but I have no melee weapons, so much for that. And then I will be I whisper, and I have like little spores go over to Lorelei, and I'll cast where's my spells? Healing Word. as a bonus action.
Okay, just hover your cursor over Lorelei and push T.
Also, Mac, you get more than just 4. You get, I believe, 12.
12 total. It's 4 per level.
It's 4 for each level you are.
So now I think I selected.
Well, little bit of info. My Celia is actually level 4.
Awesome.
16.
You get 16 temporary.
Thank you.
Damn.
That's my action.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. New round. Just ignore all those sounds.
Oh.
That's just every
What
enemy
is
getting ready to
happening?
attack.
Oh, it's
I don't
fine.
like
There
that.
are other enemies. Because those
fine.
are not
No,
triggering the
I-
ones in the list. Those are not
Another
triggering
guest
the
streamer.
list.
It's another guest streamer, the Blue Man Group.
Blue Man Group. What, Rutu's people, I'm guessing?
Well, first off, pal. Offended.
You're correct. No,
Level 1, don't assume. 2, yes.
Okay, so the tough here is going to drop their heavy crossbow and reach for their mace and attack you with that, Rutu, seeing you charging forward. And let's see, this is dropped. Put that. As a matter of fact, let's put it right here. Create a new pile. I love that mod.
That is pretty cool.
Okay, and then going to strike you with a mace, Rutu. Or attempt to. With an 18. That is a miss.
AC is 19.
Yeah, all right. That is a miss.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm worried
wait
about
till I have
whatever
my
that
full
thing
play
can
armor.
do.
That's a
That's fine.
that's
I
a lot.
don't know.
That's
I don't know what you're,
Let's see,
where did they come from?
what you're talking about. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This guy, I think, is gonna go here. Ready in action. Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, Rutu. Oh, I should have had that action ready to go last turn, but I forgot to move that cultist. So, you get a bye. They will cast a spell on you. Ooh, suddenly, Rutu, next to you, you see something begin to form up. You see like rocks breaking, and just kind of like forming into what looks to be some kind of spiritual weapon. Right here.
Interesting. Okay.
And they will strike at you with this spiritual weapon. Doot, doot, doot. Okay. Do I get a sheet for that? How do I do the attack roll? What the fuck?
Oh no.
I guess you don't hear it.
Melee
Yes.
spell attack.
That's so tragic.
They fall asleep.
Yeah, laugh it up, fuzzballs.
It's called a coping mechanism.
Damn, how come there's no thing for this? I gotta fix that later.
I'm not sweating in my leg pits at all.
That's crazy thing. All right. D20 plus 4. Uh-oh. That seems like a hit, Rutu.
Not a crit, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how close they're getting to crits, though.
Oh, we'll get there, don't worry.
Hacks.
Okay, this
We
is
already
gonna
did.
be...
We don't need to get there again.
Let's see, this is gonna be D8 plus 4. You were hit for 9. Is this radiant damage? No, force damage, Rutu. You were hit for 9 force damage.
Where rock weapon come from?
Yeah, you hear like somebody across the river. And let's see. How come I cannot open your sheets? This is driving me crazy. All right. There we go. Let's see. That's a bonus action. But that is going to be it for their turn. Okay, Lila, your turn.
I can't believe I spent that whole last round thinking about what I was going to do. Came with 2 decisions, still didn't figure out one, so I'm just going to go with one of them. I'm going to start running, and I'm going to move my full 30, and I'm going to be moving to 3 spots. I'm going to be moving 3 spots in front of Belwyn, but as I go by Belwyn, I'm going to start casting the spell. I'm going to be using Emboldening Bond. And I'm going to be picking Belwyn and Rutu within 30 feet. But as I go by Belwyn, I basically kind of like swipe one of the shields off my side and swipe it in front of him. It does kind of that similar thing it did before where it puts a weird looking bubble around him just a little bit. And then I, with the other shield, take it out and almost Thrisby it with one arm. You don't see the shield go, but you see like an image of the shield go. And it does the same thing to Rutu, giving him both Emboldening Bond. And it should have cast it on both of them. Unless
it will.
It says
right now.
Why does it say bonus? Why does it say bonus D4?
Because that's what I will roll on my attack rolls and things.
Yeah, you
from
gave them a bonus D4 to the attack rolls and stuff.
But it says it on mine. That's weird. Did it actually cast it on you too?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you
So,
very much.
See that little bubbles.
Rutu and Belwyn, you might be able to. You see where it says the D4 in the chat? You might be able to just drag that onto your hotbar or in your favorites to have that roll.
Cannot drag it, unfortunately.
Bummer.
But I can always add it in as the extra.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a D4. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Actually, I think it automatically did it when you added the effect last time.
Very cool.
I remember. Yeah.
I believe so.
Is that it for your turn, Phyla?
That is it for my turn, yes.
Okay.
Don't us.
They're doing things. I don't trust it.
Alrighty. Let's see. They're gonna go over here. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, they're gonna go over there. Another cultist is going to. Well, how far are you, Philo? Oh, well, look at that. Aims at you, Philo, and will cast Hold Person.
You'll regret this.
Oh,
Do you know what you're
Is that
doing
to the
right
coldest or whack?
Both.
Philo, in the chat, there is a wisdom saving throw for you to make. I know you've got a high whiz, but the cultist isn't exactly sure.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Got any inspiration to re-roll that, or you want to keep that roll?
Oh yeah, I accidentally muted myself as I kind of screamed, yes, I'm going to use my
Oh, just barely makes it with a 13. Yeah, so Philo, you feel these invisible chains begin to squeeze you, like, and start to halt your movement, and
then I
through the power of screams, you manage to shake these shackles off of you.
I jumped
Damn right I
slightly
do.
from that screen.
I have a pass with that spell.
Yeah, make sure to remove your inspiration if you use it. And Belwyn, it's your turn.
Okay. Since Rutu is working on them and Philo has moved up and others probably will too, I am going to turn to this cultist that just attempted to chain up Philo. Activate my little gem on my arm, which works as nice little lightning bolt thrower and do just that and try to blast them. Let's see. Yep, it shows the D4 there because of that.
Whoa.
Oh, so sick.
14 to hit.
Yeah, 14 is a hit.
Okay.
Some damage.
I will. Now let's see. Yep, that should do
I
correctly.
got a long range of 300 feet.
Yes,
nuts.
90 base, long of 300.
Holy shit.
So 5 damage there. Now the fun part. Fun fact. There's a slight bolt of energy that continues to connect us as I can throw another D6 of lightning damage at them once I hit them.
Just because. Sure.
Just because. Well, so the fun thing is, and I wasn't going to, I didn't want to meta it because he already overdid it, but that would technically be 2 separate hits on a concentration attack because it's not all at once.
Okay.
So that could have been very helpful for that whole person. But now,
Just in case, just so you can feel happy about it. We'll roll.
What?
They would have made it anyway, motherfucker.
that first con save is a 10. Oh, right, it needs to be 10. That's fine. I mean, it's still fun, though. They take 1 extra lightning damage.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice.
And that is my turn.
Why can I not open up the sheets from this? This is really...
It's because
pissing
I'm
me
in
off.
those sheets.
You're in the sheets. Okay.
You wish. You wish. Wow.
Amarin.
I will take a step. I'll take a step forward to get eyes on the cultist up here, and I want to aim and fire my crossbow to cast True Strike. It kind of annoyed that Enya didn't go for the one I was aiming for, but salary 15 to hit.
Yes, that is a hit. Did you do that with advantage?
No, because I'm going for the one up here. This guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Enya's gone rogue for a second. And I'll roll damage. As you see this crossbow bolt engulf itself in flames that flies through the air, dealing 13 points of fire damage as it slams into the chest of this guy. And then, as a bonus action, I'll expend 1 channel point to use Elemental Blast to slam into the person behind the top. As you see that flame slam into them, almost wrap them like a symbiote before concentrating in their back and then blasting out towards the cultist behind them.
What stage are you in?
I'm currently in Surge.
Excellent. Okay. So you are... Yeah, roll your invocation dice, please. God, that's so good.
13 points of fire damage erupts out of them. The one behind him has to make a dex save. Wait, when you attack target, you can do an additional target return. Yeah, so the one behind him has to make a dex save. Will take 13 points of fire damage.
Okay. I already getting pissed off because it did not apply the damage. God damn it.
Okay,
Well,
it succeeds, so it takes
because-
half that damage.
Because they knew it was only going to be half.
And is that the spiritual weapon one? Because that's concentration.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Con save. That's a success. Okay. Spiritual weapon stays up. But yeah, that blast of fire. And they also have to succeed on a strength save. and get pushed back.
Being blasted backwards, yeah.
That is a natural 1. Let's see. From the angle that you were at, I'm going to say they get pushed back that way.
Makes sense, yeah. And that will be my turn. You see them taking deep breaths. There's kind of sooty smoke coming out of their mouth, and probably even like the gaps in the crack in their skull where the amethyst is going. You see this almost like a furnace as they get hotter and hotter.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Lorelei.
Oh, that completely changed everything I was gonna do. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna blast then. Let me see how far I can shoot with a sorcerer's blast from here. So I'm gonna target the one with the spiritual weapon up. And I'll be, I guess, just using a cantrip here, I think. And since I have my innate sorcery, that'll be rolled with advantage. For an 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
And that's going to be 4 points of damage on that one, which will trigger a con save for spiritual weapon.
That is just barely a success.
Ah, it was a good try. Okay.
Clinging on.
Do I have any bonus action bullshit? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead then, and I'll use my movement to get into a spot where maybe I'm a little bit away from all that. So I'm gonna run up towards the river here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Let's see. The tough up by the tent is going to take aim. Let's see. Rutu, Philo, Belwyn. I think Enya's probably out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe Amarin as well. Just shot a fucking bunch of fire at him. Okay, that's a reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Belwyn. Okay, this tough back here is gonna kind of wildly fire towards you with their heavy crossbow, Belwyn. They're just kind of like, their eyebrows are gone, like part of their hair is missing, like just looks horrific. But they will peel up that heavy crossbow and take aim at you. That is a miss with a 12. Okay. Yeah, they're cursing furiously behind the tent. And let's see, the next one, the one behind the rocks over here, going to take aim at a few different people, potentially. Okay. Say 1, 2. Also, well, actually, no. 1, 2. Philo. Heavy crossbow bolt headed your way, Philo. That is a miss with a 12. Pling! Philo's many shields protect him against this crossbow bolt. We just see his eyes peeking out above the shields, like.
I also imagine like a little mini shield coming out like a front pocket, like
a bottle cap. It's a little bottle cap.
Yeah. Good thing I had that in there.
Rutu.
Let's try to hit a motherfucker with a trident. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. All right. Taking a wide stance, opening up his shield for just a moment to attempt to thrust into the gut of.
Be sure to target.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, 20 is a hit. Look at that. Rutu just needed, 3 different things, giving him a bonus to hit.
Hey, man, leave me alone.
Treating him like a punching bag.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, Absolutely. You strike with your trident. The tuft kind of like tries to move out of the way, but you scrape it right along the flesh, probably around the midsection of this person, yelling in pain as you get a little payback.
It's also got the topple.
I also forgot, and it's on me, but the tuft I had hit is ignited as well. So to be on fire would have taken 1d6 damage on the attack.
Okay. That's on their turn?
Yes.
Okay. Roll the damage, please. Whoa.
6 points of fire damage.
Well, it's a good thing that they missed with their crossbow bolt because you just cooked them with that extra bit of damage. Exactly 6 HP left. And yeah, they fire the crossbow bolt, but that was like their last act.
Yeah, I would have accepted if it hit me, that's for sure.
But yes, they fall. Okay. That extra bit of damage, not too bad. When Amarin gets going, it's really brutal.
So dirty.
Yep. Anything else, Ruchi? You said topple?
Yeah, so it's got a DC 13 strength save or be prone.
Does not make it. Knocked prone.
So he'll like graze the side of this tuft with the trident, but the back end is wider, and he'll turn the trident, rotate it 90 degrees, so the back end of the trident pulls him closer to Rutu, and then Rutu will headbutt him to knock him prone to the ground. And then he will burn his action surge to take an attack against a prone creature.
Okay.
Nice.
Hold on. I gotta pop up the window in screen. Action surge, usability. And then roll that shit with advantage. Oh, you got a fucking Jesus Christ.
You had a roll like I did earlier.
A 2 and a 1. I will say, with all of the bonuses, you almost still hit him. But this is a miss.
That does not make me feel any better.
That D4 was the one that I gave you, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's doing a lot of work.
Oh, wait, that added 4 to the roll.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Rutu, you go to like stab the trident down, and they just kind of roll out of the way, expecting the follow-up attack. Okay, Koa. Unless Rutu, you got anything else? Sorry.
I'm not. I'm done.
Okay, Koa.
The saddest I am done. I look up from this twig blight that I just sort of smashed into the ground, and I start bounding for this guy right here.
Did you growl? Did you do it?
Hey, whack.
Performance anxiety, bro.
I'm asking for Murgles, okay?
Yes, just
She has her work cut out for her.
Murgles.
We'll wait, bro. So as I am bounding towards this tuft, I start growling, and what you see is this tail start to form off the end of my back as I'm bounding towards this creature. And I am just gonna...
Question, do you have any
Yes.
bonus movement? Because I think I just saw you move 35.
If for some reason it says I can do 35, and beyond that it's more, which is weird.
What says that you can do 35? Because your speed is
When
30.
I move it, yeah. Okay, so I don't think so. How do I backtrack that?
Well, you were right above. Yeah, I mean, you were right above. That's 35 where you
here.
are right now.
There's no special bullshit with rage or anything, right?
That's what I was trying to figure out, because for some reason it let me, and then when I go past that, but I'll keep it at
I was
30.
gonna say, at least for you, that doesn't change anything because the tail has reach.
That's what. Yes.
Yeah.
So I was
so that
hoping.
might have been why I was saying you
Yes.
were in range.
Okay. So, this tail grows out from like my back, and it's sort of black and like just spiky, and sort of also that same kind of mist charring effect is around, and I am going to swing at it. So I'm gonna whip at it with my tail, which has a reach and for a 16 on this.
That is a hit.
All right.
Some damage.
Oh, you get advantage, by the way, because Enya, in their frustration, did a help
true.
action.
Yeah, so you get a nat 20.
Yeah, might as well
You
roll
might.
it again. See if
Okay.
you get a nat 20.
All right,
Push
I'll
for
roll.
that 20. Yeah.
Nope.
I appreciate it though. Okay,
But
so
8 damage nonetheless.
And then if that creature hits me with an attack roll, I can use that tail as a reaction to swipe with the D8 and apply a bonus.
Very nice.
So that's some dirty stuff.
Bonus to your AC. Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
You basically deflect with it.
Yeah.
Do you get another attack, or is that only with your claws?
No, with
Okay.
it's only with my claws. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Yeah.
Enya, I think, hoots with glee as they see their wolfish friends take a swing at this Tuff, and I think they're going to go in again to give the help actions, fly into Tuff's face, swat and scratch at it before flying away again. And that'll be Enya's turn.
Okay. Mycelia.
Okay, I'm gonna move. I think I can move 25. So I'll move forward. And I am going to target. Let me see if this is enough. Yeah, I'm gonna target the one over there. I guess it's the one with the blade.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to target with a firebolt. Ow.
Okay.
What?
Hover.
Which one do I
hover.
select?
Yeah. Hover over the one that you want
it's
to
here.
target and hit T.
Yeah, I still have to.
Yeah. Okay. And then roll an attack in the chat. There's a button you can just push through it.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Oh,
that is a miss with a 12.
was painful. And then as a bonus action again, I'm going to again blow the spores towards Rutu and cast a healing word on him.
Okay, hit that heal button. There you go. For 7 HP. Okay. Let's see, Rutu.
Thank you.
Staying alive, Rutu.
There you go. Rutu, more of your wounds begin to... You see little spores landing on you, you know? And like, there's like little mushrooms that are growing there, but they...
That's
close up your
frightening.
wounds. And then they just like fall off. Fall right off you. Okay. That is it for Mycelia's turn. As you go, Mycelia.
Too many things that aren't in the town order right now that we're going through.
I don't know what you're talking about. However,
Right?
you do notice that the pustules, the yellow pustules, begin to pulsate, and you now see this large tree between several of these pustules begin to tear itself from the ground. Its roots begin to undulate and move as this large tree begins to
God.
join the fight. We'll see you next session for more Legends of Oskara.
like the grass that grows, like the leaves that fall, like the moon that glows, like the light that shone, like the home in heart, like the fire in us, like the glass that gleams. You ever grow and need to know, I know, I know, I know what's meant for me. There's a northern star where you are that I follow. I know, I know, I know there's a place for me. I know, I know, I know there's a place for me. Like the words you wish you'd always said, like a hummingbird hanging in the air, like a preacher